You that have been with us that are thinking, man, it's a shame that game ended because I have no idea what they were going to do for the next 17 minutes. Maybe Damien was going to come out and we were going to sing Carol. You don't get to see that because the week's first game is done. Neither Minnesota nor Pittsburgh has a whole lot of wiggle room left with the playoff push upon them. 5-7 Vikings, 6-5-1 Steelers. They met in Minnesota. This game looked like it was going to be all Minnesota, especially with Dalvin Cook back quickly after that dislocated shoulder of week 12. He was eating and running in spaces. Damian Woody said he couldn't run the peel tonight behind some of these holes that O-line was opening up. Cousins, play action. Justin Jefferson, he is a monster. Jefferson, the sixth player in NFL history with 150 receptions and 15 touchdowns over his first 2 NFL seasons. Vikings missed the extra point. It's 6-0. They had a field goal and now are approaching the red zone. And, I mean, what? That doesn't happen in the NFL where you're running that naked into the end zone. 29-yard touchdown for Cook. He had 5 rushes of 15 or more yards in the first half, the most by any player in the first half in 20 years. It's 16-0. Now 4th and 1, midway through the second. Cousins sneaks it. Drive continues. 3rd and 1. Cook in again. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers in disbelief. They're getting absolutely worked. Cook had 153 rushing yards in the first half, the most in the first half of his career. Welcome back to the lineup. It's 23-0. But I say every Sunday, it feels like Minnesota plays exclusively in heart-stopping, entertaining games. This didn't look like it was going to be one. And then, here we go. It's 29-7. Chase Claypool goes up and battles, gets a 50-50 ball over Patrick Peterson. Now it's 1st and goal from the 1. There's the rookie Najee Harris. 29-14. The whole 4th quarter to go. Next Steelers possession, Ben Roethlisberger, Deontay Johnson. He wins a battle on that one for a gain of 37. Very next play for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger. Time. What a grab from James Washington. That's 20 straight really quickly. Steelers went for 2 early, didn't get it, down 29-20. Minnesota got a first down and then went deep after the first down run. They get KJ Osborne for 62. Vikings offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak fired up. Fans in Minnesota, a little bit of breathing room, but it wouldn't stand as Cousins here on 3rd and 4 is picked by Kello Witherspoon. He was stumbling and running out of gas and gets to just outside the red zone. Now 2nd and 4, Big Ben, Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown. Steelers go for 2. And there's Deontay Johnson in the end zone. Rashad Breeling is thinking, are we really going to do this again? Vikings drive. 3rd and 9, Dalvin Cook sneaks out of the backfield. What a big pickup there. Moments later, Vikings on another 3rd down. Pittsburgh's using timeouts, so you're at the point where if you get a first down, maybe you can put this thing to bed. Looking for KJ Osborne, incomplete, but there's a flag. Take a look at it here. Bit of contact, but the flag was picked up, which I have zero rooting interest. I think that was the correct call. It didn't look like it was enough there to call it PI because it essentially would have been a game-deciding call. Pittsburgh gets the ball deep in their own territory, and Roethlisberger looks deep for Claypool, and that is a flag. Another look, and you tell me. Now, see, this is that thing where the receiver kind of grabs the defender, and they get the flag, and it's a big one. Now Pittsburgh, with 10 seconds left, Roethlisberger hits Deontay Johnson. They got no timeouts. The Vikings let him get out of bounds. You got to get him on the ground. They don't. That means Pittsburgh's got a chance to score, go for 2, and tie this game, but you got one play. Roethlisberger right on time to Freiermuth in the middle of 3. Vikings The ball is knocked away. You'll see that Roethlisberger put it right where it had to be. Right there, you think touchdown, but the collision knocks it out of his hands. And Freiermuth has made some incredible in-traffic 50-50 catches, not able to get that one. And Minnesota is able to hang on and win. They never make it easy. There were holes all night for Dalvin Cook, who went for 205. I believe that's the most this year in the NFL on the ground. The Steelers allowed 242, the second most that they've allowed under Mike Tomlin. And Dalvin Cook, 205 and 2, becomes the fourth player ever to rush for at least 202 scores against Pittsburgh. All right. First of all, my apologies, man. You saw us out here, man. We were like cooks in a diner, man. We were trying to make it happen until we could let the people enjoy this. And as we're watching this game, let's start at the end, because I'm trying to figure out how Minnesota allowed Deontay Johnson to get out of bounds. You're shaking your head right now. You're shaking your head as you watched it.
Yeah, I'm just like, where's the situational awareness? Like, all you have to do is tackle the dude in bounds, and the game is over.
They didn't.
And like 3 guys missed him, and he got out of bounds. I'm like, once that happened, I'm like, Pittsburgh is going to tie this game up.
Yep.
They're going to score, and they're going to tie this game up.
It felt that way. And look, credit to Minnesota. They made a play on the last play of the game, and they ultimately get a victory. I'm going to get to Minnesota in a minute, because you and I thought we were going to be talking about the Vikings dominating both lines of scrimmage, which they did for a half of football. Mike Tomlin not in the moral victory business, and I'm sure he's not going to spin it that way. But Pittsburgh showed me a ton with how they fought back. Defense forced turnovers. Roethlisberger, who was getting sacked all first half long. I mean, they came down to a play. It might not mean anything in the end, but what did Pittsburgh show you in the second half? Yeah,
listen, they're a prideful group. You know, they always say, you know, when you talk about, there's a few teams out there, one of them being Pittsburgh, that has that blue chip DNA about them. You know, there's a reason why Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Yeah.
And you saw Pittsburgh Steelers in the second half kind of methodically work themselves back in this game. But I think, listen, ultimately when you talk about the Steelers, they have such a tough road, coming down the stretch.
No question.
I just think that they have too many flaws on both sides of the ball.
We totally agree. I want to give them the credit that I think they earn. But let's look at the big picture. And Minnesota, man, this is why every Sunday I feel like at some point I'm looking at them going, that's a dangerous team. And then at some point every Sunday I'm going, that team's a mess and you can't trust them. This game is another sort of example of that. And yet I feel like their ceiling's pretty high. What do you take away from Minnesota's victory?
Minnesota pisses me off. Like, literally, when I watch Minnesota, because they are so talented.
Yeah.
They are better than what their record shows. They really are. But they do not know how to finish ball games. I mean, clearly, this game is the perfect example of what the Minnesota Vikings have been all season. Like,
every game's a one-possession game.
Yeah, like one half they're blowing out the opponent, and then the second half they find a way to let the opponent work themselves back in it, whether it be they barely hold on or they lose the game in the last possession. That's really what the Minnesota Vikings season has been about in 2021.
Dalvin Cook injured, and he has been, like, he plays a position where it's tough to stay healthy, but my goodness, when he's right, there aren't many that are any better than that, are there?
No, like, this guy, man, is, first of all, shout out to the Vikings offensive line. They will open up just gaping holes. Like I said, I could have ran the peel behind some of them holes.
Now,
but
before people try to laugh, like, your feet are very underestimated.
Hey, man, listen.
Very quick, very soft, nimble feet.
They didn't call me Dancing Bear for like I can make things happen now, but not like Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was, when he explodes to the hole, there's not many backs that can do it like him.
All right, hold that thought for one moment. Mike Tomlin addressing the comeback.